Hi, today we are going to talk about the new, what are these? The two-tone matte lip bars from Laneige. My first video ever to hit over 1 million views was the Laneige two-tone lip tint bar. That product was, it was kind of gimmicky, but it's not like it was bad. It was, it was cute, I guess, but I know after that release, they came out with two-tone eyeshadows and things like that, but now they have another lip bar, but this one is matte. The other one was like, it was a tint, but it came off more to me like a tinted chapstick almost. Not chapstick, but like really thin, balmy kind of lip product. But apparently this is in collaboration with YCH. I have no idea what that is. I think it might be like a fashion brand or something like that. But the packaging on these are really adorable. It's like this faux corduroy, I think it's called. And it feels kind of feels like it. Okay, so I actually just checked, but they have the ones that I reviewed, like the kind of balmy tint ones, and then they have actual the lip bars that are more like lipsticks. And so these ones are just matte versions for the fall. They retail at 25,000 won a piece. So if you were to get all four, it's already almost $100. So they're not like, it's not drugstore pricing. This is the packaging that they come in. This is the special edition packaging, and then same, unit. This little bar thing slides it up. Now, before I get into the swatches, I'm going to kind of review them a little bit. They remind me a lot of the Airy Velvets from Peripera, but these are kind of like a solid lipstick version of that. They're really smooth and they feel really light and airy on the lips, but they because they're not like a more creamy solid lipstick, and they're more soft and malleable, they do move around a lot more. They're not really transfer proof. Like if you get your mouth on something, you kiss someone, it's probably gonna come off, but the wearability is kind of it's just okay. I do have clips that I took kind of showing how long one of the lipsticks will wear. I showed this one, so I'll show that to you later on in the video. But if you're gonna get these, you do need to go into it knowing that it's gonna be one of those ones that you kind of have to keep reapplying throughout the day. I was a little bit disappointed by the fact that the color's not actually as deep as it is in the pan. It actually comes off more bright on the lips, so it didn't really scream fall to me exactly. And honestly, when you kind of swipe it on, if you really want like the two-tone sort of thing, I do have to like go in with a separate brush to reapply each color individually to like the inner and outer part of my lips, because I felt like it was kind of just becoming one color on my lips. So you'll see that in the video. I actually only tested this one, so whether it does that to the rest of them, I have no idea. But I think this is the one that I did try is one of the deeper colors. There's two really deep colors, and this is one of them. Yeah, I have to kind of apply it, like this on my lips, and then kind of going, if I'm not using a brush, then I'll kind of go on the side. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see right there, it's kind of like dented on the side because I kind of did this, and then on the other side I'll go like this, which I think is kind of weird, and even then I have to blend it with my finger or like a brush. Although the idea sounds like it'd be really convenient and like all that, it's still a little finicky. So again, if you're gonna go into these, because I don't know, maybe you like the two-tone lip bar sort of thing, then you need to know that it's one of those ones that requires a little bit of work. All right, so this is number 1, Burgundy Mood. Actually, maybe I should put a little bit of foundation on my lips. I normally apply these in the kind of, that new gradient type that I've been doing, but I will show you just doing it like, I guess, the normal way. It's kind of just like only in the middle, and you kind of mostly just get like the outside color. You can, if you look up closer, it is a little bit of that gradient, but right now it's kind of coming off as just like one color and a little bit of like a dark line inside. Like you can see, there's a little bit of a gradient, but because you have to hold it in a certain way to make sure the dark part is on the inside of your lips, I don't feel like I'm getting much accuracy. Blend out the edge. And I guess that's okay. It's not as gradient-y as I would like, so I do have to go in and smooth that out. But then I feel like that kind of lightens the inside color again, so I'll end up having to go in again, but only with the dark side. That's so fucking pretty. And earlier I said that they remind me of the Airy Velvet ones because of that really smooth texture. And they kind of do smooth out your lips, but if you have any dryness, it kind of like picks it up a little bit. So you kind of have to blend it in. And yeah, they're pretty, I mean, they're not super, like, they're matte, but it doesn't have like that really dry matte feeling. Again, it feels like the Airy Velvets from Petit Pera, but that is Burgundy Mood. Now the way I apply it is I'll put it on just like this and then I'll go in with that brush again, picking up only the lighter color. And I'll kind of Zhongli hair, the outside. There's some people that probably hate the way this looks on me, but I kind of like it because I have kind of small lips and I kind of like it when my lips look a little bit bigger, but to each their own. And then I'm gonna go back in with that brush, but on the deeper color. Or, you know, I might even just am I in focus? I'm sorry, if I'm not in focus, I apologize. So you can see it didn't really stain my lips, but you know, it is labeled as just like a lipstick, so I don't expect it to. But even the tint bars didn't really tint my lips either, so I don't know. But if you do decide to get one of the lipsticks, I really recommend that one. That one's really pretty. And this is number 2, Red Cashmere. You have to really make sure that the lipstick is really even against your lips, because if it's tilted even a little bit on one way, you'll only really get that one color. So there it is, apply, I guess, regularly. And there it is, the way I like it. But you can see it's not, the gradient isn't too obvious. It's just like a very natural, kind of like if you just had one lipstick and you put a really light layer around it, blend it out, and then you reapply it again only in the center. That's kind of the vibes that I'm getting from it. Well, this color in particular. All right, now we're getting to what seems like the lighter colors. This one is called Powershoulder Pink. It's a really bright corally apricot kind of shade. Oh Lord. Oh no. That is, holy shit. There's a lot of white pigment in this color, like the outside color. It's really, this doesn't scream very fall to me, but it's making my lips crack, like dry looking, like cracked, or it's just kind of picking up all the dead skin on my lips. But from far away, it looks kind of like, it looks pretty, but because it's fall, I'm not really feeling it. I could probably see this working on really fair skin tones in the spring. Yeah, the darker colors are pretty, it's a pretty color, but it's a very bold lip, let's just say. And not even bold like, oh, it's like a black lipstick. It's bold just like because it's so neon and so pastel neon. No, it's more neon. But the more I look at, like, if I'm not looking at my eyeshadow, I'm kind of liking the way it looks. Not on me, but I just like the color. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it's a pretty color. I can appreciate the color. It's just, I thought it's kind of stark with this other set of colors, but I can definitely see it being a color that a lot of maybe like Korean girls would like, because it's really bright. Like, it's one of those colors that brightens up your complexion, and that's why a lot of lip colors in Korea, like lip products, like a lot of the lines will have colors like that, like really bright colors that will kind of brighten the whole complexion of the face, because they really like that kind of fair kind of complexion. So colors like that help kind of enhance and brighten that. And this is the last one, number 4, Fitting Rose. This looks like a kind of dry rose shade that it's been very popular and trendy these days. It kind of just looks like a nude version of that last color, because it looks kind of pale, almost like concealer. But definitely in terms of consistency, even with the last one, although it kind of at first makes sure, like, looks like it's gonna pick up the dry bits on your skin, on your lips, it does kind of, again, like the Peri Peri ones, they smooth out as you kind of like let it settle on your lips. And this is a really pretty color. Again, doesn't really go with this eye makeup, but I can appreciate the color. It's kind of like a nude. It's like a corally nude, but it's kind of bright in a way. like it's not like a dead looking nude. It's definitely like more on the bright side. So it's a really pretty color, but this is probably really, like I'm a MAC NC25-ish, so this will probably work better for those that are NC20, NW20, and like lighter. Otherwise, because this does look like it has a bit of white pigment in there, it probably would look really ashy and like can't get ready on anyone deeper. But on me, I think this would be a really pretty, like, cause you know how they usually say, oh, you know, if you have heavy eye makeup, then you should wear something more nude on the lips. This, with this eye look, I don't really like it. I think it would suit maybe more of like a natural eye or more brighter eye, just not this, because it's kind of clashing to me. Yeah, this seems like a really pretty, very easy color to wear, as long as you are the right skin tone. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it with this dark eye makeup. But alone, it's pretty. It's a really pretty natural shade. And you can see, despite having put on 4 different lip colors, none of them really stained. My lips are naturally just like really red. So those are all the swatches. Now I will show you how long it kind of lasts throughout the day. I tested out number 2. Alright, we're about to eat something like really greasy, so we'll see if, like, I'm not gonna try too hard to like protect it. We'll see, we'll see how long or what happens after. Alright, we're done eating. And I guess it left a little bit of a stain, but I don't think it's there anymore at all. So you're definitely gonna have to probably reapply this if you want like that strong color, because even now I feel like there's not really a gradient anymore, it's just like one lip color. Oh my god, you guys, I used to live here. Right up there. There. Fucking gone. 217, it's pretty much gone. So there you have it, those are the 4. Do I recommend them? Things that I do like about the product, I like how it really smooths out the lips. And you guys know me, I have a really dry, like puckered butthole lips. No matter how much water I drink, they just always look like wrinkled and dry. But these really help smooth them out. I really like number 1, the one I'm wearing right now. Number 4 is really cute for more natural makeup days. And number 2, I don't know, number 2 and number 3 kind of leave more to be desired for me. But some things I'm kind of like about are the kind of application. It looks like it would be something that would make putting your lipstick on easier, but I still have to kind of work at it. It's not that much more effort, but it's not as easy as they probably try to make it sound like it's gonna be. Because for the way that I like to put it, I have to use a separate brush to kind of smooth everything out and make sure it's in the right shape, because it's not really the ideal shape. So like, even if you want like a really crisp line, it feels kind of awkward doing it. And also, these don't really last on the lips. If I eat anything or if I drink water, then I have to put it on again because it kind of just slides right off and it doesn't really stain the lips. So the wearability is kind of like really low. So the only people I would really recommend these to are people that are into the kind of like 2-tone lip gradients, that don't mind putting on their lipstick again, and they're into these kinds of colors. Then I guess you can get it, but otherwise they're kind of just like okay, because I don't really find myself reaching for them. But yeah, hope you guys find that useful. Any related links will be down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Annyeong, bye bye.